Hello everyone, this is Ms. Ortega and today we're going to be learning how to convert between different units. Now when we convert, there are times where we are only going to do one single step, so easy, but sometimes we might have to do two or even more multiple steps. For example, when we convert from hours to minutes, we only have to do one simple step. Why? Well, that is because there is an existing relationship between hours and minutes. However, when we're converting from hours to seconds, we're going to need two steps. This is because there is no existing relationship between hours and seconds. So we're going to use minutes. We're going to first convert from hours to minutes and then minutes to seconds. Think about this as A to B and A to C. To go from A to B, you only need one step, but to go from A to C, you need to first go through B and then to C. Now let's look through some problems and see how easy converting multiple units are. In fact, I think that at a certain point, it's going to be very easy and actually also very fun. So let's get started. How many minutes are in 3.5 hours? How many seconds? Let's answer the first question. We're starting with 3.5 hours and finishing with minutes. We might need these conversion factors. Let's look at the time. 1 hour has 60 minutes and 1 minute has 60 seconds. To set this up, we first have to write down our train track method or picket fence method, however you want to call it. We're going to write our given units on the top right and then bring our given units here at the bottom. We're also going to write our wanted units at the top. The reason we do this is so we can eventually cross out our given units and stay with our wanted units or desired units. So we know that in 1 hour there are 60 minutes. We bring our given units, which is 3.5 hours, and we know that in 1 hour there are 60 minutes. We cross out our giving units out and we stay with our desired units or wanted units. We know that 3.5 times 60 is 210 minutes. And that's it. We're starting with 3.5 hours, but instead of finishing with minutes, we're finishing with seconds. Our setup is almost the same. We're still using the picket fence method, but in this case, we're using an intermediate unit, which means we have to use minutes because we cannot go from hours to seconds directly. So we write down our given units, we bring them down, we convert them to intermediate units, and then we go to our wanted units. Remember, 1 hour has 60 minutes, 1 minute has 60 seconds. So let's get started. 3.5 hours. In 3.5 hours, we write that down because that's our giving units. We bring our units down, which is hour. We know that in 1 hour, there are 60 minutes, and that in 1 minute, there are 60 seconds. We multiply across, and then we divide by 1 since both of these units are 1. And our final answer should be 12,600 seconds. And that is it. Now let's move on to another problem. How many inches are in 4.3 feet? How many centimeters? We're starting with 4.3 feet and ending with inches. We know that in 1 foot, there's 12 inches, and in 1 inch, there is 2.5 centimeters. We first have to set up our train track method or picket fence method, which means we have to write down our given units all the way at the top left of our table, bring our given units down, and convert to wanted units. Just one simple step because there's a relationship between feet and inches. We start with 4.3 feet. We bring our units down and we know that in 1 foot there are 12 inches. We cross out our units. We stay with inches and we multiply. 4.3 times 12 is 51.6 inches. And that's pretty much it. How many inches are in 4.3 feet? We have done that already. How many centimeters? There is no direct relationship between foot and centimeters. So we have to use an intermediate, which will be inches. Why? Because there's a relationship between feet in inches and inches in centimeters. So 1 foot is equal to 12 inches and 1 inch is equal to 2.5 centimeters. So we're starting with feet. We're gonna end up with centimeters. We have to set up our train track method. We're gonna start with our giving units, which are feet, bring them down, then write down our intermediate units, which are inches, bring them down, and stay with our wanted units. So let's get started. We're starting with 4.3 feet. We bring down our units, which is 1 foot, and we know that 1 foot has 12 inches, and we bring down our inches down. In 1 inch, there is 2.5 centimeters. We cross out our units out. We stay with centimeters. All we have to do now is plug these numbers in our calculator. So we have to multiply 4.3 times 12 and times 2.54. Once you do that and you get your answer, your final answer should be 131.064 centimeters. And that's pretty much it. That's all you have to do. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope that this video showed you how simple converting units are, and to a certain extent showed you that converting is actually pretty fun. And chemistry is try. You have to try, and trust me, you'll be successful. Have a good day.